Hello students, welcome to JMC Learning. Today I am going to discuss a practical lesson of your syllabus. This is the first practical lesson you have to be study. This is first term, second chapter, electronic spreadsheet. In the first session I have discussed some software types. What are they? They are system software and the application software. Now in the first chapter we discuss the hardware part of the computer system or the laptops. In this session we are going to discuss an application software called electronic spreadsheets. So can you remember what are the types of the software? System software and the application software. The system software can be divided as operating systems, language translators and the utility programs in the computer system. Now in the application software I told that all the applications you have installed in the computer system called as the application software. So one example is electronic spreadsheet, and we are going to discuss the practical sessions and the basics of the Excel. So let us start. So let us see what is a spreadsheet. A spreadsheet is or we can call it is a spreadsheet program. It is a file, it is actually a file that permits numerical data to be used. It is using the numerical data to be used and perform automatic calculations on numbers contained in a table. Remember, simply if I tell the definition for the spreadsheet program, simply it is a table form. It is a table form which used to perform calculations, mathematical calculations. Always remember, this is used to the main important two things are there. What is that? Spreadsheet is a table format. Another thing is we are using to represent mathematical calculations. An electronic spreadsheet is an interactive computer application for organization, analysis and storage of data in a tabular form. That means a spreadsheet can be divided into two parts. That means we can do it manually or the electronic version of the spreadsheet. Manual means you are taking a paper and drawing a table and writing the prices or the values you want to get the calculations. Likewise we are calling it as you are doing the manual spreadsheet program. So if it is you are doing the same operations in the computer system, we are calling it as electronic spreadsheets, and also provides the facility of functions, formulas, sorting and the charting. If I am taking the difference between the manual system and the electronic version of the spreadsheet, in the manual system you have to do everything on the paper base. That means you have to write it, and if you want to create charts you have to draw it, you have to analyze it by yourself. But if you are using the electronic version of the spreadsheet, you no need to do these calculations by yourself. The software called a spreadsheet program will do that for you. So the only thing you have to do is enter the data and click the particular action, particular operation to do the analyzing, sorting or charting operations. That is all you have to do in the electronic version of spreadsheet. So let us start to discuss some special features of the workbook and the worksheets. So actually the workbook and the worksheets are the main components of the spreadsheet. That means now I told the spreadsheet can be in either manual way or the electronic version. If we are calling the electronic version of the spreadsheet, it is calling as the workbook. So the workbook means the electronic version of the workbook is the electronic version of the spreadsheet. Another name is the workbook. So another definition for the workbook is it is a collection of worksheets. It is a collection of worksheets. So let us identify what is actually worksheet. A worksheet made up of a multitude of cells, Multitude of cells means collection. Multitude means collection. Multitude of cells made by columns and rows. Columns and rows on a two-dimensional plane. That means if there are two-dimensional plane means it is y. This is y axis and this is x-axis. So, in two-dimensional plane you can see a multitude of cells. Multitude of cells which is consist of columns and rows. That means we are calling the vertical. These vertical lines we are calling as columns. These are vertical lines. If we are taking the horizontal lines like these, we are calling them as the rows. So, a worksheet is multitude of cells or the collection of cells made by columns and rows on two-dimensional plane. So, we are calling this as the worksheet. Each worksheet is denoted by a sheet tab. Always remember in the spreadsheet program or the workbook, the worksheet is denoted. You can see it bottom of the Excel program, I will show it. The work as a sheet tab, it is a tab actually, it is a tab. So, in this tab you can see the multitude of cells with the columns and rows. So, let us discuss difference between the worksheet and the workbook. First point, a workbook can contain at minimum one worksheet and up to very large number of worksheets. That means always the electronic version of the spreadsheet should have at least one worksheet, or you can make up any collection of worksheets, but there should be at least one worksheet in a electronic version of this spreadsheet. Next point is, worksheets can be added, deleted or renamed within a workbook. When you create a workbook, then automatically a worksheet will be created. No? Then you can insert multiple worksheets into that workbook. Also can delete some of the existing worksheets, and you can rename the worksheets also. And also rename a workbook without affecting the name of any of the worksheets. That means when you are creating the worksheets in the workbook, then you will close it, and again if you wish to change your workbook's name, that will not affect your worksheets. That is these are the main points or main differences between the worksheet and the workbook. So, let us start to identify Microsoft Excel. So, in your syllabus you have to install the Microsoft Excel any version. So, sometimes you may be having the old versions or the newer versions, but remember all the operations, all the basics operations of the Excel are same for all versions. So, let us start to identify the Microsoft Excel worksheets. This is actually 2013 Microsoft Excel version, but remember all the operations we are performing here are really same. Okay. Microsoft Excel graphical user interface. When you open the Microsoft Excel program in your computer, you can see the interface like this. So, let us start to identify what are the special features of the Microsoft Excel. You can see this is in the top of the window. This is the top of the window. We are calling it as the title bar, which represents the workbook's name. Okay. When you are saved it, that saved name can be shown in here, but we still didn't save this book. So, you can automate the default name for the workbook will be the book 1. So, in here on the top of the window you also can see these icons. These are called as quick access toolbar. Then I will explain what are the operations performed from here, and you can see then next line is menu bar. This is the menu bar. In menu bar we are calling those home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review, view, quick books. We are calling those icons as tabs. Then within the tab you can see the groups. That means in here they have box like red color, you can see text formatting tools. This is a group, text formatting tool group. This is alignment and positioning tool group. Likewise you can see this is number group. This is styles group. Likewise within the tab you can see many groups. After that you can see this is we are calling as name box. We are calling this as name box. And here you can see this is the formula bar. When you are entering something for the cell you can display it in here, or if you want to enter some data into the cell you can type in here. Both ways you can do. And this is the sheet tab. Now I told within a workbook you can have it at least one worksheet. Automatically when you open the Excel, automatically the Excel will create a worksheet for you. Then you can simply click this plus icon to create multiple worksheets. So this is really interesting lesson. In the previous slide we discussed the graphical user interface of the Microsoft Excel. In here let us start to identify what are the special features we can identify in the spreadsheet program. So we are calling, previously I told, small box. Now we are seeing only this part, okay. We are looking at only this part. In here you can see this is the name box. Name box displays the currently selected cell. Remember when you click on the cell, that the cell name will be displayed on the name box. Now you can see G7, this is the active cell. When the cell is activated you can see a highlighted bold color border outside of the cell. This is the cell now we have selected, so we are calling it as G7. And in the formula bar shows what is being typed in a cell. So you can't see anything in the G7 right now. When you are, I will show the practical how to enter the data, then you will be having an idea about that. Then you can see the columns. I told vertical lines, this green line, vertical lines we are calling as columns, has a label beginning with A letter. That means alphabetic order we can name the columns in A letter in the English alphabet. That means the first column will be always labeled as capital A, B, C, D. Likewise you can see a large number of columns in the spreadsheet program. Next you can see the row. Row is, this represents the row. Row has label starting with a number. Always remember the row starts with the number 1, 2, 3. Likewise you can see. So can you say what is the first cell we can see in the Microsoft Excel program? A1. Okay. Now cell range. Range of selected cells in close proximity. That means when we are selecting multiple cells, we are calling them as a cell range. A cell intersection between row and a column is the cell. Intersection, when you are taking a intersection, the common part will be the cell. The row letter and the column number is collectively called as cell address. Always remember when you are naming a cell, first we have to take the column letter. Column letter means A, B, C, D, alphabetic letter, along with the row number. Example, the highlighted cell's address is G7. In here you have to write column letter and the row number. So when you are addressing a cell, first you have to say the column letter then along with the row number. Now let us start to identify the cell addressing. This is really important part in the Microsoft Excel. A cell address corresponds to the column name and the row number. What is column? Column, English letters or combination of English letters. When you are represent the columns, you can use English letters or combination of English letters. That means after the alphabetic A to Z will continue, after A to Z columns are represented in the Microsoft Excel, you can see after that collection of alphabetic letters. That means after the Z you can see AA, AB, AC, likewise I will show in the practical later. Now row is always the numbers. Okay. First write column letter and row number. Remember, when you are writing the cell address, you have to first write the column letter and the row number. Now in the example, in the name box we told displays the cell address of the currently active cell. So now this is the cell now activated in the Microsoft Excel. Now how we can say the cell name? First we have to take the column. Now look at the column. Now you can see D. So D is the first one you have to write. Then go to the row, you can see. Now you can see the 3. That means column first we have to say vertically you have to go, then it will be the D, and then horizontally go, then you can see 3. D3 is the name cell address of the currently activated cell in the Microsoft Excel. Now cell range of cells. A rectangular box of cells is called as range. In previous slide I told this is the cell range. The name of a range, the name of the range is, this is the 3 types you have to remember when you are naming a cell range. First the name of the upper left cell of the range. First you have to take the name of the upper left corner cell, then followed by a colon and followed by the lower right cell of the range. Always remember, if I am taking an example, now this is the cell range I have selected. So first of all you have to take the left right topmost cell. Left right topmost cell means, now you can see there is no left side, only one column has selected. So we can't take the left side of the cell. So now then you have to think about left side upper left cell, upper one, top one. What is the topmost one? B2. This is the cell B, then this is the 2. So what is the cell? Topmost cell. So B2. Then followed by a colon. That means in here also I have written, again I will write this is B2, B2. First column letter, then the row number, then followed by a colon. Then you have to write 2 dots. 2 dots. Then followed by the lower right cell of the range. That means you have to take the right side. Can you see a right side in here? No. One column is selected, no. Then we can take right side, lower one. What is the lower one? Right side we can't take. Now lower one, what is the lowest one? Lower cell. Now go to the column 1. Now you can see B here. So write B. Then go to the horizontal way. Now you can see 5 as the row number. So we are calling this cell range, then how to tell it? B2 to B2 colon B5. Remember, always remember, again I will tell, first you have to select the right side top cell followed by colon, then take the right side lowest cell address. So this is this how to name a range of cell. Next example, now you can see in here, first you have to take, now in the previous one we take the vertical cell range. Now let us see how to take horizontal, now let us see how to take horizontal cell range. Now again first what should we select? Left side top one. Now in here left side top one. Now you can say left side and the right side in here. Left side only I can take because there is no top one. Now only left side cell. So this is the left side cell. So I will go to the first cell, that means this is A. Now go to the row, you can see 3. Now what do you have to write? Colon mark. I will write colon mark. Then right side lower cell. Now in here you can only take the right side only. Can you take the lower side? No, you can't take the lower side cell. So I will take only right side one. What is the right side cell? Again go to the column first, C. Then go to the row. This is 3. So we are calling this cell range as A3 colon C3. This is the way you can address range of cell whether they are in a vertical way or whether they are in the horizontal way. Now let us discuss an exercise. Write the cell range in the given diagram. Now you have to name it. Now just pause the video and try this exercise. Then let us see whether your answer is correct or not. Now you can see, again I will go to the previous slide. Upper left cell, first we have to take the upper left cell, then colon, then the lower right cell. Now first you have to take upper left side cell. What is the left side of here? This is the left side, this is the right side. So left side upper cell. What is the first cell you can see here? This is the cell. So how can we address this cell? Go to B here, then go to row here. Then you can see B2. Then what should you do? You have to put the colon. Then third one. Then you have to take the lower right cell. This is the right one, right. Lower one. What is the lowest one in this cell? So this is the lowest one. So what is the name? Go to the column C, go to the row 4. So this is the cell range of the given diagram. Remember, always take the left side upper cell, then colon, and then right side lower cell. This is the way you can name the cell ranges in the Excel. Now let us see the practical session of the Microsoft Excel. So this is the Microsoft Excel worksheet, and this is the version of Microsoft Excel 2016. So after you installed it, open it and you can see this interface. So I told this is the title bar, then the menu bar, then you can see the tabs and the groups, and this is the name box, formula bar, and cell columns and the rows. Now in the bottom of the window you can see this sheet 1 as this. Now you know how to create a worksheet and how to delete a worksheet and how to rename a worksheet. Now let us see, now I discussed the cell ranges here. Now I just want to show you other thing. Now I told A to B, I told in columns, in the columns always it is a alphabetic name. When I reduce this one, that means in here you can use, when you reduce the size of the spreadsheet, now I am reducing it, you can see after the Z, again that is a collection of alphabetic letters. I told it can be, the column name can be alphabetic letter or collection of alphabetic letter. Now you can see collection of alphabetic letters AA, next AB, next AC. Likewise when you zoom out, when you zoom when you zoom out, you can see there are so many worksheets are there. Okay. See BG, BK, BL, likewise you can see this is a collection of alphabetic letters. In the rows also, you can see rows also, there are so many row numbers are there. So, this is really a large grid and you can enter any you can enter numerous values and do the calculations for each part. Okay, now let us see the cell ranger practical. Now I told if you select here, you can see the cell address name here in the name box C2. Next, if I click the this cell F6, you can see. Now let us select a cell range. This is the cell range. Now what should you do first? Take the left side upper cell. This is the left side, this is the right side. So left side upper cell means E2. First you have to go to column, then you have to go to row. Now you can see this is first cell is E2. Then what should you do? Then write the colon. Write the colon, then take the right side lower cell. Right side lower cell means this is the right side. What is the lowest cell you can see here? Lower cell is this. So you have to take the column name as the G, column letter as the G, then the row number as the 4. So the cell range for this, the cell address for this range will be E2 colon G4, E2 colon G4. So likewise you can do the, you can select the cell ranges here. So in the spreadsheet again you have to remember the features and the special operations. So this is the common tools, this is the common tools we are using for every software in the computer. First, when you are creating a new workbook, you have to select the new option. Now you know that to create a new workbook we are clicking the new. This is the icon for new workbook. Then second, save, to save a document. Next one is open, to open a saved document. You have to remember the name and the icon. Then this is the print preview. This is the print preview icon. We are using to see how a document will look like if it is printed. Now you are creating that page, and if you want to see how it look like after the print, you can look at the print preview. This is the print, to print document we are using the print. After you satisfy with your output of the print, then you can click the print option. So these are the common tools we are using in the spreadsheet program. Next, you have to identify other special operations. I told in the quick access toolbar you can see two options, undo and redo. Undo means to cancel a performed action, to cancel a performed option, that I will show you in practical. Then redo means to do any undo action again. If you want to do any undo action again, you have to click the redo. Then copy, to copy letters, images, etc. Then this is the scissors, so you can see, you can assume that this is to cut, to remove an item from a current location. Next, paste, to paste a copied or cut item. And ABC is the spelling. This is the icon we are using to check the spelling in the Microsoft Excel. Spelling, to check the accuracy of spelling and grammar. So these are the special features of the Microsoft Excel. So let us identify how to do these, how to do the actions in these icons. Okay. Now I will explain the quick access toolbar. In the top of the quick access toolbar you can see the save icon, undo, this is the undo, and this is the redo. Let us identify the difference between undo and redo. I will select the B2 cell here and I will enter some value, and again I will enter some value here. Okay. Then I will delete some data here. Okay. I will delete some data. Now if I want to take back this data, cancel data again, you have to click what? Undo button. To go back, to get that data you have to go back, then you have to click the undo. Okay. If you want to take the, now if you want to forward what you have done at last moment, you have to click redo. See what happened. I did deletion first. If you want to take that, if you want to take the previous, the things you have done previously, you can go to the undo. If you want to get the future things you have done to the document, you have to go to redo. Okay. The last thing I did is deleted. So, that is why when I redo that one, all data has finished. When I again undo it, you can see the data. The last observation I have done is deletion. So, if you want to take that one, redo, that is future operations I did. So, deletion is the operation I performed. So, this is the difference between undo and the redo. So, you can see the save button also. If you want to save some document, you can save it. That means first of all you have to save the workbook first. Then to save the modifications you are doing to the document, then you have to go to save button here. Okay. Now I told you can see other thing is cut and paste. Cut and paste value, let us see. When you click this cell value and go to the home tab, you can see the scissor again. This is the cut operation. When I click that one, you can see the cell like this. Then go to the place you want to paste this data. That means totally you want to paste this data in here. Now I will perform the paste operation here. That means cut and paste operation will remove the data from the cell and paste it into new location. Totally delete the data from the previous cell, then paste into the new location. This is cut and paste operation. Let us see. Now if I want to go back, what is the key I have to press? Undo. Now I will go to the previous operations. Okay. Again I will type 1, 2, 3 here. Now if I want to paste this same data in here also for a new location, what should I do? First select that cell here, then go to the copy icon. This is the copy. Click it and you can see the same thing will be happen like the cut operation. Then go to the desired place you want to paste the data, then simply click paste. So, you can see the same data will be there, but in the cut operation the total value deleted from this cell. That is the difference between cut and paste. It is better to do the operations using the keyboard. Now for the remember, again I will do the operations with the keyboard, shortcuts. Now this is the 1, 2, 3. Now if I want to cut it, you can use either this way or the shortcut key. The shortcut key for the cut operation is control. For the cut operation we are using control plus X. Okay, control plus X. Now I will select this cell and press the control key with X, control key with X. Same operation will be performed like the when we click that icon here. Okay, control with X. Same at the same time you have to press those key. Same time you have to press the key. Control X. Now go to the place you want to paste it. To paste it, we are using, to paste operation, we are using control V, control plus V. I will take here 1, 2, 3 again. Now again I will perform control X, control plus X again. Now you can see this. Again I want to go paste this value, totally delete this value and paste it here. Then I will go to the place and I will press control V, control V. Then you can see the data totally deleted from this cell and paste into new location. So if it is the copy paste operation, the copy operation you can, the copy shortcut key is control plus C, CC. So again I will take this value, I want the same data to be copied here. Then again click the cell first, whatever the preparations you are performing, cut or copy, first you have to select the cell. Select the cell, then click the control C, then go to the place you want to paste the value, then press control V. So same data will be appear here. This is the difference between the cut, copy and paste operations. Okay. Now I told the print preview and the print. If you want to see what is the print preview of my document, you have to go to file, then you have to select the print here. In the print operation, you can see the print preview here. So the text will be displayed like this. So after that you can click, if you are satisfied with the way you satisfied with the document, the output of the document, then you can select the print operation. Okay, this is the way you have to perform the print and print preview operations in Microsoft Excel. So let us see the spelling feature in the Microsoft Excel. I will select a cell and write a word with wrong spelling. Okay, is this correct? No. So if you want to check whether your word has correct spellings, so in the Excel you can check in here. First you have to go to review tab here. First you have to go to review tab, then you can see as the first option proofing, as the first option spelling. So the shortcut key is F7. You just have to simply, you can select F7 in the keyboard, function key F7 here, or you can go to review spelling. Now click it. Yes. Now after that you can see the spelling dialog box will appear. Now it is always, remember, this is the dictionary, it is not in dictionary, actually spelling is not in the Excel dictionary because it is wrong. So you can have suggestions here, they will give the suggestions. You can select the correct one from here. The first one is the correct word I want. So I will click it and change. I will click it and change. Spell check complete, you are good to go. Then okay, automatically it will change. Now assume, now this cell is here also, I will copy it again, some places. Now again go to the spelling. Now this is the spelling I want to change. Then change all means, that means all the words in the document, the spelling word of the document will change totally. If you want to change all the spelling word in the document, you can simply click the change all. See, all have changed. Spell check complete, you are good at to go. So this is the way you can change or check the spellings in your workbook.